Hi, PerspectaWeather.com meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Monday, June 3rd. Well, Saturday officially began the Atlantic Basin tropical season for 2019. I put the word officially in quotes because it's really up to Mother Nature as to when the tropical season actually begins. That, of course, is just an arbitrary appointment for the tropical season, June 1st to December 1st. In fact, we had a tropical system earlier in the year, Andrea, which probably should not have been named. It was a system that didn't even last a full day. The next one would be called Barry, and there's a chance that a system right now, right in this region right here, the Gulf of Mexico, could become a named storm over the next few days as it slowly grinds its way up along the east coast of Mexico and then along the east coast of Texas. Be more or less a big rainmaker for this part of the country here across Texas and into the country of Mexico as well. Again, it has a 50-50 shot at becoming a named system. Again, in this case, it would be Barry. Tropical season now just starting to get underway, and we'll have some activity, I think, during the month of June, because the MJO, the Madden-Julian Oscillation, which we talk about frequently here at PerspectaWeather.com, is going into a phase here where it generally results in active period for the Gulf of Mexico and the western part of the Atlantic Ocean. Again, that'll last for the next few weeks or so, so we'll see if beyond Barry there may be a couple of systems to watch over the next few weeks. And here's a current satellite loop of the system in the southwest and Gulf of Mexico. Actually has a bit of a spin to it, a bit of a rotation. Again, this will be more or less just a rainmaker for northeastern Mexico, eastern part of Texas, and a lot of that moisture will flow northward right through the center part of the U.S. And it can become strong enough to become a named system over the next few days as it grinds its way up to the north and west along the Mexican coast and then into the eastern part of Texas. Well, as far as the continental U.S. are concerned, here's the surface map, and a strong cold front came through the mid-Atlantic region in the overnight hours. A very, very pleasant air mass in place in the mid-Atlantic region throughout the northeast U.S., the upper part of the Midwest. We could actually see low temperatures late tonight dropping into the upper 40s in some of the suburban locations along the big cities of D.C., Philadelphia, New York City. Another very pleasant day on tap for Tuesday. Then the weather becomes more or less unsettled. Again, these frontal systems out here in the middle part of the country will head back to the mid-Atlantic region. Looks like a warm front late tomorrow night will arrive in the I-95 corridor region, and then a cold front by Thursday, and that cold frontal system could stall somewhere south of the mid-Atlantic region later on in the weekend. That could bring us some unsettled weather, at least for the second half of the weekend going into the early part of next week. Let's now take a look at the surface forecast maps from the 12Z GFS model run. Again, beautiful air mass in place across the Midwest, Mid-Atlantic region, Northeast U.S. Anytime you have a high pressure system to the north and west this time of year, that's a good thing, as opposed to south and east. That old Bermuda high would pump in very warm and humid air from the southwesterly direction, whereas anything to the north and west usually have a nice, crisp, dry air mass, and indeed that will allow for good radiational cooling conditions tonight in the Philadelphia suburbs, for example. The D.C. suburbs, New York City suburbs, temperatures could drop to the upper 40s by tomorrow morning. This high pressure system stays in control through tomorrow, another comfortable day, but then things start to go downhill by late Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday night. We have this area of moisture here that will be building back up just to the south and west. It's certainly a warmer and more humid day on Wednesday. Could see an outbreak of showers and thunderstorms late in the day or Wednesday night as a warm front arrives in the region, and then a continuation of the threat of showers and thunderstorms on Thursday and into Friday with another frontal system. Then we'll have to see here, this is the forecast map for late Friday. That front that comes through on Thursday should stall out somewhere in the southern part of the Mid-Atlantic region. Depending on how far to the south and west that ends up stalling out will dictate what kind of weather conditions we have around here. Looks like as we progress through the weekend, and here's a Saturday afternoon forecast map, we'll see again a buildup of moisture to the south and west of D.C., Philadelphia, New York City, and it looks like that could easily spill on over into the region into the Sunday, perhaps Monday time frame. GFS tends to hold back that moisture, but the European model tends to push it farther to the north and east during the latter part of the weekend. So a very nice start to the week here with comfortable conditions today, tonight, tomorrow. Then it starts to become more unsettled later on Wednesday, and certainly right through the end of the work week going into the weekend. There's a chance for the return of showers and thunderstorms, at least to the southern part of the Middle Atlantic region. Elsewhere, tropical system in the southwestern Gulf of Mexico could strengthen enough to become a named system over the next few days. We'll monitor it as it impacts Mexico and Texas. If it were to become a named storm, it would become Barry, which would be the second named system of the just beginning 2019 tropical season. That's it for now. For PerspectaWeather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.